Hello, 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 wherever you are on this intriguing planet we call Earth. I hope you are having a bountiful day, evening, or night, wherever you're located. Welcome to my channel on 3D Topics. Because the thing that I'm going to discover is basically using any of the other 3D applications too, because I'm just modeling. In this case, I'm modeling a car. So this is the next episode. I think this, well, I'm not going to say what part it is. But I had a number of parts, but technically you can make your car follow my technique within 45 minutes. The reason it's taking me long because I'm showing you, and I do it whenever I can. I'm not doing it every day. The technique that I'm showing you is new to me. Whenever I discover something new, I like showing it to you all. I'm not doing this the traditional way of making a car. To me, it's fast, and plus I don't need to make the car. I don't need the car to be 100% exact replica. I just need the car to be close. And no matter how you make it, you're never gonna make the exact replica of that car. All you're gonna do is approximate what you see. All right, so let's dive right into my blender, and here we go. Right here, here's my car. I had the basic outline. Now, if you ever studied a car, you know. By looking at my side windows, most windows are tilted in. I discovered something how to make it better, but I'm going to show you how I tilted it in at first. Then I'm going to show you what's wrong with this method. So let me just highlight some of these vertices for the tilt. So I'm just hiding or collecting the main vertices that I want to be involved in the tilt. At first, I was grabbing. I hit, G, X, and grab. But we're going to see what's wrong. You see that? The part that's wrong is right here in this little section where I have circled. That little section is not bending with my car. And as you see right here, when I zoom in, it looks odd right in here. It looks odd. It doesn't look natural. But I have discovered a nice way how to make it look a lot better. Let me see if I can get rid of my control and I guess I can't do it from this view. Let me go back to here. Hit control and oops. Let me go back. In. I wanted that. Let me go back so I can get rid of my this. I can get rid of this notes and delete it so it's gone. I'm done. I hit it in again. So I discovered a better way of doing it. Oh, I'm going to this. There's a better way. Hit the rotate key. Then everything, it won't affect it that much. So I'm hit rotate on an X. Oops, is it? Well, was it rotate Y? Rotate Y. I believe rotate Y. Let me click this little area too. But when I did it, the rotation was a little bit more better. Let me see, is it rotating? Yeah, it is rotating. Rotate on my Y. Yeah, it's rotating. And then, yeah, so it did rotate it. The mirror is tilted in some. Then for the vertices that's pointed out right here, I just can go and get it, put it in vertex mode, grab it, and just pull it in. See? And now the car, it looks more uniform, and the windows, as you can see, are tilted. Now, you can make slight adjustments to it, but I'm not going to go that far. I'm content with what I have right now. Alright, so I covered how to make that rotating of my windows. I can do some more. As you know, you can always make it look better. But this way, I can rotate this one. And then you can even drag them in a little bit too if you want. But That's the rotation part is good. So that's how you make, cause the windows, the side windows, they not perpendicular to the ground. It's a slight rotational angle as you see here. And it's like it's probably like a 5-10 degree rotation. And then you can come back, and if certain things don't look right, you just can make slight adjustment with your vertices. See, I just can pull it in a little bit, make it look better, and then it looks a lot better, like on this side. So both sides look like I just want to bring a vertex in just a little tad more. A tad more. Okay. So the windows are rotated. And it looks natural the way it looks from the back. Like the window rotation, the trunk sort of sticks out a little bit more from the car. It's a little bit fat. And that front is a little bit more fatter when I've been observing cars. And also too, when you want to make a car, it's best to study cars when you driving your car. I've been looking at other cars. I've been studying them. Unless I've been studying my little views that I got here, I've been actually studying cars, how they look. That's how I know that the side windows have to be rotated in some, because I've noticed that the windows are rotated in some. So let's move forward and see what I can do next. So now I'm gonna go to my front view. There. I want to put it back in X-ray mode. I want to make the section right here with an L at. To do that. But let me see some other stuff in my car. I want to make sure. Does my front look sort of... Let me go back to here. Let me hide my empties so I can actually look at my car. All my empties are hidden. Yeah, so I wanted to look at my car completely. This might be a different version than the one I had earlier. This look completely... This file is an earlier file. But I do the best I can with it. Let me see what I want to do with this. Click on this, hit C. I just want to see what I want to do with this. I'm going to see if I can flatten it. I want to hit X. Oops, I want to hit SX0. Nope. X, Y. Yeah, see that flatten it. That's good right there. Now, since it's flattened, now I can go to a certain part and just this is flat. Then I'm gonna hit my orthographic view and just pull it out some. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go into my proportional editing. Hit proportional editing. Where that's at? Control B. I want to make it large. Oh, here it is, proportional editing. Click on proportional editing. Let me see if I can drag it out some and see how that looks. Too big. Okay, that looks good right there. That's how usually the front of a car usually look. Now, the average car usually have this shape right here in the front. I said you don't gotta be perfect with it. Don't gotta be perfect yet. Usually have that shape right there. And before I even tackle this, and I have my car right here in my hand to give me a good idea how it look. Since I got the windows done, I can I'm gonna add some bevel to it now. See, and that's why you see right here when I have all this where my mouse at, I don't have no vertices and lines up in here because I needed it. I only keep the area clear so I can move, I can move those windows on a 5-degree angle. But now since I've done that, I can add me some edge loops. I'll add 3. That's good. And if I wanted to, let me see. I wonder if I can make that scale 0. Oops. Nope, can't do that. Scale 1. So nope, can't do that. So I can't make edge loops flat. I was just seeing if I can make edge loops like parallel, but hey, I can't do it. So let me just worry about making my my bevels to make the car look more real, more organic. And that's the hardest thing I found with cars, see? Compared to cars of the past, which didn't have a lot of, the past cars, they went out as organic. And what I mean by organic, today's cars they have a lot more curves on them. That would make it difficult to make a car. All them curves. If you can make that body of the car, everything else will just fall right into place, as you will see. Alright, so let me get the bevel. Let me do this. Let me get me a nice little bevel. Let me see how I want it. Right there. And let me do this. Okay. Let me go back to object mode to see how it looks. And see? It looks a lot better now. It's coming along. The car is coming along. The front looks sort of decent. So, and you can make the bevels better if you want. Let me see if I may do something else with my bevels. Control B. You even can exaggerate them. See, the more exaggerated you look, the more you see it's looking more and more like a car now. One more thing, I see that little line in the middle too. Let me go back to object mode. Let me check my modifiers. Yeah, it has the mirror modifier on, and I have clipping off. Let me go back to it. Control N. Highlight it all. Control X. Only some of it is clipped together. Okay, but that's good right there. That's still good. So, as you can see, it's coming along. Like I said, and if you just want to make a quick city, put some quick car shapes in your scene, you can do that. Like I said, episode 1, I showed you how to cut the wheels out. So I'm gonna leave that last. I may do it back, but I did that in the first episode. How to cut the wheels out using the Boolean, and I'm gonna use that a lot. The Boolean. So I'm back in object mode. Let me I just want to add a plane. Add mesh. I just add a plane. Let me see what axis. Rotate X 90. Okay. I'm gonna hit N. I want to give out the plane some dimensions. I think it's in meters. I'll put 0.5 5/10. 5/10. Then I want to move it all the way to the front. G, Y, move it to the front. There. Then I want to put it back in. I'm gonna hit the tilde key. Hit that tilde key. Put it back in front move. I want to put it back in X-ray mode. I have it. I want to put it back in X-ray mode. I do that. Everything back in X-ray mode. Then I want to turn my empties back on. Right there. Then I'm going to go to hit the tilde key and go to front view. I'm hit Control N to make it large. I can zoom in. And the reason I'm adding the plane, see the method that I'm using, I make each bit at a time. I don't make, like most of them when they make a car, they use one mesh for everything. I'm going to use planes, rectangles. Then I'm going to use the shrink wrap modifier for my car. Let me click on this right here. I got that highlighted. I can scale it on my Z. See, so I'm going to scale it down on my Z. Grab Z, bring it down. Then I'm going to scale it on my X. And the most important thing, I want to add my scale X. And the most important thing, I want to move it on the X. The most important thing I want to do is add some vertices to this. Because I might not even need to add vertices to it. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to go in edit mode. I'm going to click on vertex. I'm going to click on the vertex here. I just shift it over. I'm going to click on the vertex here and bring it up. Whoops. Click on this vertex and bring it up. Oh, why this one coming up with it? Click on this vertex, bring it over. Click on this vertex and bring it over. And that's a good approximation. Like I said, I don't want to do a lot of cutting and stuff like this because I'm just making a quick video. I can add more vertices to make it look more realistic, but I don't want to do that. You can do that because it's just a demonstration. You can put the L there and all of that. I'm just making a demonstration. So, let me go back to solid mode. For this. Well, I'll have it in proportional editing. That's why the vertices is getting messed up. Let me click on the vertices now. Yeah, so now they separate entities. Let me go back to X-ray, because I had it in proportional editing, and that's why the vertices were moving like they were. So I just want to make a quick approximation. I don't need perfection. Don't need it yet. Let me go up a little bit more though. Like I said, if you want to make it look perfect or better, you're just going to add more loop cuts to it. Alright, I got that done. Now I'm going to go to material. Take it off of this. Take it off of this. I have to hit in for this. Whoa. Oh, I'm in this window right here. Let me select this object right here. Let me go back to object mode. Alright, let's select it. Come down to material. New material. I make my base color black. Okay. And since I'm working bringing in a viewport display, I really just need to affect the viewport, so I made that black. Okay. Let me make it in. Now, as you can see, let me go back. I don't need my empty anymore. As you can see, this is not a part of the vehicle. See, it's completely separate. To make it a part, I'm going to use my shrink wrap modifier. So let me go back to that right here. Click back on this. And let's see the magic of shrink wrap. Let's see what it's going to do. And I didn't try this. I'm doing everything live. Shrink wrap. Have it on that. And let me make sure I know the name of this thing. Car. I'm just going to call it car model. That's it. Let me click back on this. Go to shrink wrap, target, car model. And see it's there. But now we have to bring it out. I just go to the offset and slightly increase it. And there. And you see, from that, it's a part of the vehicle. I'm going to go and do something. I'm going to take up this modifier. Okay. Because it didn't look the way I like for it to look. Let me go back to this. Shrink wrap. Car model. Just bring it out a little. Now I can rotate it too, can I? Yes, I can. Alright, the rotation helped it out a lot. See? And there's that little section right there. Hit Control N, and you see it's part of the shrink wrap modifier. Is actually a part of the vehicle. Or it contours to the shape. If you look to the side, see, it contours to the shape. Oh, I know why. See, it's not contour to the shape, but I'm going to explain why. So if we look at it, it's not, my shrink wrap thing right here is not fitting that curve. It's a reason why. Because we have to add some vertex data to it. So let me click on it. Let me go to edit mode, edit, highlight it, and let me subdivide it a couple more times. That's one subdivision. I'll do about 3. Good. Now I'm done with my subdivision. I go back to object mode, and there it is. See, if you look at it now, it fits the contour of the car. Let me see. And I can control G, Y, E, X. Let's work for some more. G, let me see what's on. So G, Y. G, Y. I just want to bring it out a little bit. But alright, so I guess it's best to go back to oh, but I know what to do. Let me go. I'm in object mode. Let me go back to this. What I can do now, I'm gonna put it back to 1/10, and I can choose apply the modifier. Zap, apply. Now it's part of it, and if I want to now, I can move it in even better. I can hit Control Y and just see that. Let's take it in some more. Let's take it in. You see, can GY, I can bring it out. Okay, that looks good right there. I'm gonna leave it right. GY. Let's bring it out just a touch. See it's in, touch, zap. Good. Then if you want to, you see my little vertices there? I can go back, edit, then I can change these vertices to make them look better. As you can see, that I'm doing now. Yes, go back, adjust them again. I could go back to right to that top view image that I had. I should do that, shouldn't I? Control N. Let me go back to let me put it back in X-ray mode. But see, but making the call, you see it's involved. But when you master this method, for me, it's taking a while because I'm explaining to you. But when you master the method, you will have your car within an hour. Or my car, I can have it within 1 hour. Zoom in and let's adjust it. See, make some slight adjustments. Some of the vertices are wonky, so fix some of these vertices up. And then I'm gonna just leave it right here. Let me go back to object mode. Let me take it off this. And we see how it looks. It looks good enough for me. Good enough. Especially if I take it off that my empty mode. Okay. So we're back until well, now I'm gonna be making the back of the car. Now, as I said earlier, hey, when you make a car, get a small model of a car. I bought my models at CVS. You can go to the you can go to the thrift store or one of them stores that sell model projects that sell like little birds, model of animals and stuff like that. I forgot that type of store. Here in Baltimore, where I live, it's called Joanne. It's one of them art stores, a large art stores. And I know in the past when I went there to get like animal figurines, they had a whole section of cars that was like 10 inches long, 5 inches wide. Get a car. Now, like I said, because if you had an orthographic view, you cannot get a true portrayal of how the car look. Now, right here, where I make my sketch, I'm going to make a little, no, right here in blue, this little portion, of the back of the car or the trunk area is always pushed in. It's always pushed in. So right now, I'm going to be handling that part, pushing that part inwards. So let me give it this, and we'll start. And this time, I'm going to still stay off a plane. Let me go to this. I'm going to add me a plane. Rotate it X90. I want to scale it down till I fit that area of my car. Scale it down. Oh, and I got to bring it forward too. I got to turn this. Grab Y. Which way I want to bring it. Let's see if it's worked this way. Back. Where is it? Grab Y. Let me turn this around slightly. Grab Y. Okay, it's right there. Back. Grab X. Go in. Let me turn it so I can see it better. Grab Y. Put it back. That's it. Now, when it seems like it's invisible. Let me zoom in. Grab it on the X. I can still barely see it now, the outline of it. So I might have to make this solid. And I should hide the rest of my car too, so I can see that particular area clear. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide the rest of this car, so I can work on what I want to work on clearly. Click on the car. Take it off of X-ray mode. Click on the car, and hit H to hide the car. Let me put it back to that back view. Let me put this on X-ray. Yeah, so I can see it. I hope you can see it. So I click on this. Is it it's not even highlighted, is it? Scale. Yeah, well, it is highlighted. I just can't tell. I'm zooming some more so you can see it. The important thing, I can scale it down some more. Scale on Z. Let me see. Scale on Z. Scale it down. Grab Z. Bring it down. I want to grab it on X. Okay. Now I want to go to edit mode. Oh. So you can see it perfect in edit mode. But not in object mode. I want to add me some vertices. I like to add about 4. Like I said, if you're making your car high poly, you want to get more realistic with the car, you add more vertices. Like I'm making it low poly just to give a demonstration, but I do like low poly anyway. So that's done. Now I want to move my vertices to fit the contour of this particular square shape. Okay, it comes right here. This one comes out a little bit even more. Get this one. Okay, it ends right here. And This is right here. I can merge these two together right here. Oops. I want to merge those two. Hit M for merge at center. Then I can move it in. I can merge these. Well, I can merge all of these right here. I'm just gonna merge them. Well, I better merge them 2 by 2, so I don't make no more silly mistakes. At center is right here. Merge it at center, and then make the adjustments to it how I want it to be. Right here. Merge at center. Adjust it right here. Merge this at center. I move right here. Merge at center. And what do I want to move it to? It looks good right here. Now let's move these vertices to get a good. This looks good here. Isn't it? This looks good here. And that looked good there. Now I want to give some thickness to it. I'll put it on solid mode. Highlight it all. Where is it? Okay. I want to grab it on the Y and bring it to the back. Right there. Let me go back to the back. So why? See? This thing is not to the back. Let me see what mode I have it on. Oh, but it don't matter. I know what to do. I can bring back my car. I'm gonna put it back where it was before. I'm gonna grab it and drag it on Y. Just put it back where it was. I can hit Alt H, bring my car back. Alt H. Let me go to object mode. See if it works there. Alt H. There's my car. Click on my car. Rotate on the Z axis 180 degrees. Let me take a look at this. So I'm gonna put it. I just put it back. So this is the back of my car, but I want to make sure it match up with my. Okay, this match up with my back view. So that's the back. That's the back. And you know, I could have fixed the back, but I'm gonna leave it like this. I mean, you can do minor. You can easily fix the back of your car. So now I can hide. No, I want to leave it there. I want to hide. See, these are my little wheels right here. I'm gonna hide those. Hide those. Or that was gonna make the Boolean for my wheels. And let me go back to this. Go back to back. Okay. I want to touch my license plate area. Go to edit mode. Then I want to hit E for extrude on Y. Extrude Y. It don't got to be much. That's good right there. And I'm going to show you why I'm extruding on a Y. Now, I can just take it in a little bit. Highlight it all. I even go back to object mode because I need object mode for this. Highlight it all. grab it on a Y, and take it into the car just a little bit. How far you want to do it, that's up to you. Let me go back to this. I can hide my empties. I really don't need to see my empty anymore. Let's go back to this. Like I said, I could have fixed it back, but hey, too late for that now because the video playing. Grab Y, dig it in a little bit more, like that. Take back on this. Let me click on my car. Now, what I gotta see what this is called. My plane, I call it license plate. I'm going up here to the outlier. I'll call it license. And I'm not going to put the license there. You can do that yourself. That's where the license will go at. Alright, so let me click on my car. Click on my modifier. What's this? Oh, this is still the mirror modifier. I'll worry about that later. I say leave the mirror modifier on for last. Because you know if I change one side of my car, the other side will get updated. I do that last. I just want to bring in my Boolean. Add Boolean. It's set for difference. What did I call this? License? Yeah, right here. I have my Boolean set. I have a set for difference. Let me look and see if it's making some impact on that. No, it ain't making no impact. Oh, I know I didn't choose my car yet. Car model. Oh, license. I gotta choose license. Now let me click off license. It didn't cut in. I don't know why. I should have it on license. But that should make an extrusion to it. But there's many ways of doing it. I could have moved vertices around, but I didn't want to do that. I have it set for license. Then I'm going to hit apply. And let's see what happened. I hide my license. But it probably didn't make that extrude. It probably didn't do it because I had to fix this area back here. I may do that. I have to fix that area. Or I can move the license. But I don't know. It's good right there. Let me move it up some. That's good right here. Take my car. Hit Control Z. I want to bring it back. I got it set for Boolean. Object. License. Union. See, union. That's working. Intersect. That's like it's working. But difference not. Okay. But it should work. Let me scale this on a Y and see what happened. Hit scale Y. And you see? So it could be something wrong with this because I hit scale Y. Let me see. Grab Y. Okay. I know there's one thing. See? I know you see this little dot right here? That should be right inside of there. I want to see, let me go to object mode. Object, set origin to the geometry origin. Now let's see what happened when I drag it in. Grab Y. Bring it in some. Let me hit this. Let me click on the car. Let me click on license. See, there's always something with these 3D practice. The difference should work. Let me take it off of this difference again. Let me add the modifier again. Boolean difference. But it should be working, but it's not. And let me see another way I probably can fix that. Is just to manipulate those vertices. That's another way. I can add some vertices and move those around, but I'm just gonna move on. But in my perfect model, that's how you do the license plate. You have to use the Boolean, but for some reason right now it's not working, so I'm just gonna keep moving on. I'm not gonna stop and hold it up. Let me keep moving. That's how things work out. So I'm gonna turn my empty back on. I wanna fix my car to make it. And I'm here. Let me go to click on the tilde. Back. Zoom in some more. Put it back on that. And I really can put it back in object mode. And that's highlight my car. I can put my car. Highlight my car. That's gonna hide my car because I don't need it right now. Check my empties again. I don't need the front empty. I just need the back one. Alright. So now I can go back to Control Spacebar. I'm gonna make these lights over here now. I hit Add Object. Mesh Plane. Rotate it on X90. Okay, there it is. Since I have my plane in, I'm gonna put it back. I'm gonna put that on invisible mode. I can scale it down so I can try to fit on top of those lights. Then we go over here, grab it on that X, bring it over some, scale it down some more, grab it, put it on X, put it right inside of there. Okay, now we can go to object mode, edit mode, and subdivide it 4 times. Like I said, for my low poly version, but you can, you can make it, you can always make it high poly. That's done. I'm gonna go in some more so we can see it better. Bring it with my little hand right there. And I just start moving these. And I put it back on vertex mode. You just move your vertex wherever you need to move them at. See? To make that light. And I know this will work, because unlike that Boolean, this does not have no, this is not cut into the car. I'm gonna add me another little vertex right here. I'm gonna subdivide, so I have that middle one to make it look more, a little bit more exact right there, like this. Okay, so good. That's done. Let's go back to object mode. Okay, I don't see it, so I guess it's up in I hit G, Y, bring it back, drag it back. Let's see where it's at. G, Y. So I'm gonna drag it back so I can see it. Yeah, it don't matter. And there's some parts of the car I don't even need to see anymore. I don't need to see the side view right now. And I don't even need to see the top view. I can always come back to those. I'm just dealing with the back part. So hit my tilde key, go back to back. Let me see if I see it. I don't see that light yet. Yes, I see it. It's right there. Oh, I have it on that. Take it off of X-ray mode so I can see it better. I want to give it a new material. I hit new. I use my Vibro color. I'll make it. Now the car already red, so I'll make it a lighter color version of red. Now I can bring back my car. Let me look at my car. Hit Alt H. Bring back my car. But when I hit Alt H, it bring back them other annoying parts too. But I guess that don't matter. It bring back them other parts that I don't want to see. I don't want to see front. I don't want to see side. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see those wheels. I can get rid of wheel 1, wheel 2. I can get rid of that. I'm only worrying about wow. Now where's that new? I should have named that car part. I didn't even give it a name, did I? Oh, plane. Okay, I see it's inside the car. So grab, just drag it on back. Right there. I'm going to call it rear lights. Rear light. And go back, hit tilde. Click on back. Okay, it's a nice pretty red. I can go to modifier. I want to choose add. And I want to choose mirror. I want to choose my empty. And there it is. There it is. Now, the next part, I want to add in the shrink wrap. Add shrink wrap, a target car model, and see it's fitting there. I can just hit the offset out a little bit right there. Zap. Oh, let's see how this look. Okay, it's messing with the car. It looks sort of good. And I did give this a lot of see, I can hit it again. So I did give it enough vertices where it should fit the car. Oh, then I can hit the G key, grab. Then I can bring it in a little bit more if I want. Yeah, see, now it's meshing with the car. Let me hit the G key. G, then I hit the arrow key to bring it in some. See, it's forming to the car. Oh, I like that right there. Then I can hit enter. Now I'm done with these, so I can apply the shrink wrap. I can apply the mirror. So that's the first part of my car. And since this part didn't work, I may come back to this and try again at the end, but I doubt it. So let's go back there. I'll put my car back in mirror mode. Let's go back here. Let's hit back. Let's Now right here where with the license plate at, you all know earlier I had trouble with this license plate. Let me click on my car. The difference didn't work, but the idea just now came to me. Hey, if difference don't work, try another one. I'm gonna try union. So I'm gonna click on union. I'm gonna go up here and hit apply. Now I'm gonna go to the back view, Control N, and let's look. And you see the license plate. Let me get rid of this. Let me get rid of this. If you can see that closely, this is the part where most cars have at is usually pushed in some fashion. So it's there. Now you see the lines look a little ragged around here. The edges look a little bit ragged right here. They look ragged. I could fix that, but I'm not going to. And the reason why, I don't want to use up your precious time. By now, if you've been with me all along, I have the capabilities of fixing it. And I can show you I have the capabilities. If I go to, let me click on my car. If I go to edit mode, you see I can easily adjust them vertices right there. Easily. Let me click on one vertex and see what happened. I'm going to click on this. Well, let me click on my car. Object. Well, the car is selected. But anyway, I could go back to fix it, but I'm not going to. Because I said that's a demo. We're just going to make a quick call. But earlier I wasn't going to make the license plate, but now I think I should make the license plate. I just can make it black. I'm not going to put no text on it. That's for another video. But I am going to make the license plate. I'm going to add mesh. I'll make it a plane because the license plate is basically a plane. Rotate X 90. Scale X. Move it. Put it right in the center right there. Now, see, I have to drag it on the Y till it come to the back. There it is. Then we go back to my back view. I gotta scale it down some more. That looks good. Put it right there in the center. And I wonder, let me click on it. It's not the way I wanted to look. Let me click on this. Let me go to edit view. Get all my vertices right here. But I should just move on. I shouldn't stress myself out too much about this. Vertices. Now I'm not going to stress myself out too much about this, good people. But it did work earlier. I'm going to try it again and see what happened. But anyway, I'm going to keep moving on making this car. My idea worked earlier. Oh, I know what I did. Let me go back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, good people. I can choose I went up here to Control N. I clicked on my car. I want to use union and apply it. I can hide my license plate. Control N, go back to this. Object mode, click on all that. Now I'm gonna hit E Y, and there it is. I pushed it in. See, I pushed it in too far, but I Control Z, E Y. That's taking it a little bit, and there you go. That's how most license plates look. That little section right in the back of a car. If you look on most cars, it's it's um it's pushed in. Like I said, I couldn't correct the vertices later, but I just want to finish my demonstration of making a quick low poly car. But you can make it high poly with enough vertices. So I got that. Good. Now I said I wanted to make my license plate. Now I can bring back in I'm gonna put it back on back view. Back. I wanna add a plane. Rotate on the X 9 degrees. Rotate X 90. I wonder why it's red. But that don't matter. It don't look the way I wanted it to look either. Face. Let me add another one. Oh, I know why. Because I'm in edit mode. So it's taking on the properties of the car. So add mesh plane. Now it should look white. Rotate X 90. Zap. Go back to the back view. I'll put it back on X-ray mode. Scale it down. I'm still on object. Scale it down. Zoom in. Right, I want to bring it on the Y so I can see it. Right there. Go back to the back view. See? Scale it down some more. Bring it down. Scale on X. And that's the license plate. Now I'm not gonna worry about the text. I say that's for another session. But we got the license plate and it fits, right? Well, it don't fit. Well, I'm gonna go back into this. Let me click on the car. Let's add a shrink wrap. Shrink wrap. And what did I name this? No, I didn't name that. Let me see what I named it. Where's it at? Okay. So where is it? Oh, it's called plane. I'll call it license plate. Then I take it and move it into the car collection. There. Now I can add a modifier to my car. I'll get a shrink wrap. Oh, there already is a shrink wrap here. Let me just apply it anyway. Let me turn it off and see where it's at. Well, I just use license plate. Oops, I guess I went the wrong way. Let me click on this. Shrink wrap. Then I want to put it on my car model. Alright. Control N to make it large. I'm going to click on Object, Set Mirror, Origin to Geometry, or Geometry to Origin. Y. Okay, where's the license plate at? GZ. Shrink wrap. Take it off of this. Okay. Add modifier, shrink wrap. Put it to the car. And I want to set object, set origin. But it's not working. Why not? Okay, there's the license plate. I want to put that origin there, but I forgot shrink wrap. Or they usually work a little bit weird with shrink wraps. So let me go back to this. I see it right there. Control Y. I wonder why that license plate. And this is the only one that's giving me so much trouble. Control N. G. Object. See, that origin part is messing up. Huh? Where is it? I might just take it off. Don't even fight with it. Don't even fight with it. Since it's flat, Control N, it's flat. Oh, I know why. It don't have no vertices. That's why I was acting up. See, it's not subdivided. So let's go put the subdivide. I'll give it about 4. Okay, let's go up now. Let's go back to object mode. Let's go back to this. Let me edit modify now. Let's see how it looks now that this has been subdivided. Okay, it looks a little bit better now. A little bit better. And this the only one that seemed like it wouldn't give me a lot of trouble. Everything else worked perfectly. Everything else worked perfect. No hassles. No nothing. This the only one moving that license plate around. It wouldn't give me trouble and slow us down. Scale. This the only one. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it just like that. Scale X. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'll come back to it later and see what's wrong. But it should be a little bit more. Maybe I have to apply it. I'm gonna apply. Now I'm gonna scale it on an X. Scale on an X. So that was it. I just had to apply it. Now it fits perfect. Well, let me scale on Z a little bit. Okay, good. It's fit perfectly in there. Sorry about that, people, but hey, this is my first car I ever made. So I'm sorry for the little delay. This is my first car I ever made. I'm sharing the knowledge with you all because the idea came to me a couple days ago. But this is my first car, so I'm new to it, just like you all are. Okay, the license plate is in there, so that's good. So I can save it now, so nothing else don't happen. Okay, so now let's tackle the windows. But this is my first car ever made, so I'm sorry for the delay. We all learning together. Back. And I forgot I really don't even need my car that much anymore. So I can just hide my car and bring it back later. Anyway. And I guess we're gonna have to like join everything to the car, because when I hit that join it, well, I don't like joining. Or I can parent it to the car. Alt P. That may be even better. Control P. Object. That may be better. Just parent it to the car. Control P. Parent. Parent this to right to the car. Let me hit H now and see what happened. Okay. Alt H. I can even delete this license. I don't need this anymore. Delete. H. Hit H. H. Alt H. I'm clicking on the license. Click on the car. Control P. I'm gonna parent everything right to the car. Now when I hit H, everything gone. Wonderful. Now I may bring that back. Go ahead. I'm gonna go to my empties. That front view is messing me up. So I don't need the side right now. I don't need the top view. Why I say two backs in here? I can delete this one. Oh, I can hide the front. Okay, so we just got the back. Now I'm just gonna make that mirror for the back. So hit the tilde, go to back view, Control N, add. I'm in object mode, so I'm gonna add me another little mesh. I like using that plane. Rotate the plane on X 90 degrees. There it is. I'm gonna scale it down. Oops. Rotate X 90. Hit enter. Then I'm gonna scale it down. Bring it up. Scale it down some more. Like that. Then I'm gonna scale it on the X axis. Grab on the X, bring it over some. Scale on Z, just a little. I want to make it a little bit smaller. And grab on the Z, bring it down a little bit. Alright, so we're good to go. So let's go to edit mode on the mirror. We have to subdivide it. Subdivide. About 4 is good for my little demonstration. Like I said, I don't need perfection. It's just a demo. Alright, I got it there. Here. I can just move my things up here. Right there. Move this one. Here. Grab this one. Put it there. Grab this one. Here. Grab this one. Here. Grab this. Put it right there. Grab this. Put it there. Grab. There. Grab. Here. Grab. Like I said, it'll be real when you get the hang of it, and when I get the hang of it, it's going to be, this method is fast. Very fast. But I know making a car is always involved. But this method, when you get the hang of it that I'm using, it will produce immediate results. Just move it here. Move it here. Move it here. I'll move this one a little bit more like that. So we're good to go. We got this. Now, I want to see how I look when it's solid. Take it off of that. Take it off. Okay, it's solid. So it's pretty good. It fits nicely. Now, there's some things that I wanted to do though. I guess I'm gonna do it right now. Let me try this because you know around windows on every car there's like a black trim. It's not just a window, a piece of glass in the car. It's a black trim that's connected to the car. I'm gonna try to make that black trim. I'm gonna hit the insert key. Oh, it's working. I'm gonna hit the insert key. That's the little tab. That's a touch. That's good. Well, maybe I should. First, I might just give it. I'm gonna give it a color. Object mode. Let's go back to this window right here. I need to go to my materials. I can hit it and give it that. Go down to materials. I'm gonna give it a new material. And surface. What color would I want to give it like a bluish color. No, this is for the trim. So I'm gonna make the trim black. Surface. I'm coming to the viewport just like because I'm only gonna look at my viewport. I only care about the viewport. Black. That's for my trim. So I'll call this trim. Now here come the moment of truth. I'm gonna go back to edit mode. Like I said, it's all new to me. It's new to me too. I ain't never make a car before until today. I'm gonna inset just a little. And you know, later on you can go around and mess with some of these vertices if you want to. But I'm not gonna worry about all that right now. I'm gonna hit Control N because I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna highlight everything inside. Oops. Oh, I went it on surface. I'm just gonna highlight everything inside for the little demonstration. And we see the black trim is there. I'm done. I can hit Control N. Now I can give it a new color. Another color. At the plus, I'm gonna call this. I hit new. I'll call this window. Zap. I'm gonna give it a dark bluish color. Like that. Let's see if it worked in edit mode. I'm in object mode. Oh, one more thing I forgot to do. I have to select, then assign. Okay, it changed it. Okay, so there's that dark blue color. And I got the little black trim around it. They got that little black trim. Now, since we're back in object mode, I can hit a modifier. And I did subdivide my window. Yes, it's subdivided. So I can go back to object. I want to put the shrink wrap to it. Add. Shrink wrap. Right here. Then I'm going to choose my car model. And but the car model not here, so I have to bring it back. Let me go up to my car. Car model. Bring my window to the back. Control Y. I gotta bring it to the back. Okay, so it's in the shrink wrap. Not working with this part. Let me go up on Z. Okay, it is. It works on Z. Control Z. Yeah, I want to scale it on Y. Scale on Y. Let's see what happened. Oh, brother. Oh, I know what to do. It worked right there. I can just apply it. Now let me see if I scale Y. scale on Y. See? Good, it worked. I just can grab it, grab Y, and we see. Yes, it's working. Scale on Y. Then I can bring it down on Z, grab on Z. I could rotate this too a little bit too. Rotate X. You see, I can rotate it a little bit, then bring it in. Oh, I can put my object set origin to geometry. Zap. Now that could be a big help right there too. Then I can just say I can go right to, I can snap it. Let's see if it snap. Grab. Okay, well I can't grab it. I can grab my car. I can't grab anything. Oh. So, let me go back to this view. What? Okay, good. It's moving now. Grab. Right, this not moving. Grab Z. Oh, because I still have it on snapping mode. Grab. Yeah, but I wanted to snap it to the car though. So let me see if it's going to snap to this car. And what type of snapping is it on anyway? Snap to face. So it snapped right to the face. Good. All we gotta do now, grab. I rotate it a little bit. All we just gotta do now is grab it and put it on the car. And it's there. And I just gotta move it over. Grab X. But it's still stuck on. I gotta take it off of snapping. Grab X. Drag it over some. Grab Y. Bring it up some. Grab Z. Bring it up some. And I can still rotate it some. So this may be the hardest part right here. Rotating this stuff. Because it seems like the shrink wrap only work when the face is 0 degrees, 90 degrees. It don't seem like shrink wrap work too well when the face is on an angle. So I'm sorry about that. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so that's a good position for my mirror. I'm sorry for the window. And I can rotate it too a little bit more on Z. That's a little nudge. Okay. Then I can bring it up a little bit on Z. Now I just can but why it look like it says hovering above it? I want to get as close as possible to this. Rotate Y. Okay. So, okay, that looks good. So I'm just going to parent it to the car. Control. Oh, this Parented that. Control P. I get fast as time go on, but I said this is my first day dealing with this. My first day. And I do see, look, the little trimmings right there. So that idea worked. It worked perfectly. So let's go to another window. Now I can bring up my side view, finally. Well, after some trial and error, some trials and tribulations, as you can see, I did get the back window to shrink wrap, because you can see the windows fits the actual contour of the car. As you can see by these little lines right here. So I did get the shrink wrap to work, so I hope you can get yours to work too. So shrink wrap made it meld in with the car. And as you can see, my little trimmings are here. So everything is shaping up. Now I'm going to try to go to the front window after I delete some stuff right here. Delete it. Put it back on in. Now let me go to my empty section. I can take off the back. And now I'll work with the front. And the good thing about this, people, when we deal with the sides of the car, that'll be a lot easier because it's just mirror images there. The front and the back, it's a lot of work. A lot of work. But unlike the other models, when you get good at doing it this method, I know it's long because I'm going through it and I'm learning myself. But eventually, I know I can probably do a car in an hour if I keep doing this on a regular basis. 1 hour. Now let me hit the tilde key. Tilde. Front view. Okay, I have my front view. Oh, I want to go to the back. I want to do one more thing for the back. Now, I want to select my window. Now I want to select my car. I want to hit Control P and parent it. Let me move my car so it's parented to it. Wonderful. And the good thing about this, each object is a separate entity. Now when I go to the front window, since I already did the back, I'm going to speed it up. So I've come to the conclusion of my making my first car in Blender. This the very first car I made in Blender. I had to dabble in Blender because I had my highs and lows, like most Blenders uses. Sometimes I make something, then I may go a couple months without making anything. But this is my first car. The technique that I've used, it works for me. Now the only thing I don't like is these doors. That's all I don't like right here, these doors. But I know the next time what to do when I make this. The next times, instead of making the trimming look black, I'm just gonna extrude the edges inward, because that's what they really are. I can extrude the edges inward a little bit instead of making that black line to make it look a little bit more cheesy. But all in all, I do feel satisfied with my creation. Now, I hope this gives you ideas how to make a car. I didn't have to pull trillions of vertices around. I didn't have to be sweating a lot. I said the only reason it probably has taken long because I'm going over this lesson. But I think when you get the hang of it, and when I get the hang of it, it'll probably take me at least an hour to make a decent looking, ready car. Now, I can put this right into a city right now. And the thing I do know is when you're making like a city scene or something, it's good to have at least, you probably make a model of 6 different cars. You probably make a model of a truck, a car, maybe a motorcycle here and there. But motorcycles are rare. So we just probably make a car and a truck. And the good thing about when you make your cars, just a regular car like this, I can make countless other cars based off this car just by changing the colors, just by changing the window output, just by just by making slight adjustments to this thing right here. I probably can do it now. I've taken a look at it in the cycle brew. I'm not good at shaders, so that's my only downfall with Blender right now. I'm learning about how to use those shaders, because I could use those shaders to get a little bit more jazz. But to me, this looks okay for my first car. Remember, I made everything low poly. I wasn't trying to be professional. I'm not, because I already had my own job. I already have a job. It pays decently. But I did this for me. And the main thing about Blender and 3D art, you're supposed to grow at your own pace. To me, I've taken a giant step forward because I know how to make cars now. So before I leave, I want to sum up the technique that I use. Step 1, I went to CVS and bought me an actual physical car to hold in my hand. But the car I got in CVS is only about like 6 inches long, 5 inches long. So it's sort of a little tiny car. But still, it was a good model. With that car, I took the orthographic views, like, top view, side view, front view, back view. Then I took it into like GIMP or Photoshop. Then I made adjustments to the picture to make it look more orthographic. So the main thing, I got my own car. I know if you go to an art-based store, one of them art-based stores that sell knitting equipment, quilts and stuff like that, if you go to one of them stores, because I've been to one, they sell cars that are at least 10 inches long. So it's bigger than the one I got from CVS. But that's my main point. It's hard to make them cars from the orthographic pictures because you don't actually see the physical car. You need to see the physical car. You need to examine the contours like I'm doing with the car in my hand. I could do some more better with it. But for a straight out, it looks like the car. I could make it better. But that's it. This is my first one, so I had to be glad I made this. That means I have the potential to make far more advanced cars in the future, just by making a simple car that I can put in my my cities right now, whether it's low poly cities or high poly cities. Definitely, it work in a low poly city. I can put it there, and and I don't even have to wipe up the windows much because when you see a car in like a game or something, you just going by the car just come real quick. You're not really worrying about the features of the car. But as I said, the next time I know what to do with those doors, extrude them inwards, not to put that little cheap line there, because I know on the car it is black right there, but it look a little bit more cheesy. So before I go, I wanna sum up. I said buy a model of a car. The next thing you see me use a lot, I use shrink wrap. People don't talk about this shrink wrap, but when I made this car, you see right here the windows and the lights. Shrink wrap made. Now, hey, it's hard to make. It's hard to get your modeling for the lights to fit around a car like this. You see how the way my lights are? Little bridge thing in the front, below, and the lights right here where I'm clicking at. Shrink wrap comes in handy. Shrink wrap. So take shrink wrap for granted. That's the biggest thing I got out of this. If shrink wrap wasn't around here, I would be stuck making cars, struggling the way I've seen many things do it. They keep pulling edges, they keep pulling vertices, and they keep pulling those faces. I didn't have to do that. With the shrink wrap, all I had to manipulate is give a couple subdivisions. And for this little thing, I only gave it 4 subdivisions. And that's another reminder. The more subdivisions that you add to your shrink wrap and to the car in general, it will look far better than mine. See, that's why I wanted to make a little poly. I didn't want to take long. That's when I make this little YouTube video. So buy a model. Appreciate shrink wrap, because that made me do this. And sometimes I have to use shrink wrap twice. I have to use it once, then I have to use it again to make sure it melded with the car. Number 3, for my colors, I was using those hex colors because the door is separate from my car mesh. So even though Blender has a color picker, the color picker kept throwing it off. So I needed those hex numbers to keep all my colors consistent. And last but not least, I use parenting extensively. Because with shrink wrap, the thing I like about this, if I had real good, shading skills, I can like have my lights come on right now. I did that yesterday with the shader, but I don't want to do that. I can have my lights illuminated. I can go right into the compositor and adjust my lights and give it some depth. Because you see when I click on my lights, here's my car mesh and my light mesh. They're 2 separate things. To use the emission, your lights has to be separate from the car. I can even light my windows or tint my windows too, but hey, I have to develop skills of using those shaders. That's my downfall with Blender. Shaders. And like I said, parenting, and I can show you now how parenting works. Even though my light is separate, my front mirror is separate. As you see, when I click it, each thing is highlighted. So that means it's a separate artifact on this car. And that's another thing. When most will make the car, well, if you're not with the traditional modeling method, the whole car is one solid piece. Here, I can open up the doors if I wanted to. Let me see if I can open up a door. I'm going to click on this door right here. And I'm going to see if I can rotate it. Rotate it on Z. Yeah, you see, and now that's crude, but I can open up my car doors. I will have to get rid of this little section in here though. But you see, I can open my car doors if I wanted to. I can roll down my windows. But I would have to make adjustments to that because the whole window will go down. I would have to figure that out. But you see, I opened them car doors. The traditional way of doing it, the whole car is one big piece. Mine, everything is separate. You see, even the car, I put the tires on at the end. Nice little cheesy tires. I could make them better, but hey, you get the idea. And that's it. So, the main thing before I leave, good people, thank you for stopping by, seeing me make my first low model car. And like I said, this is my first car. As soon as I had the idea, I said, let me make a video about it. So I haven't had no practice with it. No practice. I didn't make no other car. This it. This is the first car I ever made for you, for the whole world to see. Don't give up on Blender. Don't give up on the 3D art, because it won't give up on you. You see, I keep pushing. I keep growing. And you can hear from my sound of my voice, you can tell I'm over 30. I'm over 30. And I'm still pushing forward. So you push forward and don't give up. Till the next time, 3D family, peace.